Oh, this is an emergency episode of the Daily Complaints comedy podcast. Not a lot of people think it's comedy. A lot of people are upset. So let's address that as an emergency. I just uploaded the last episode 60 yesterday. So this is episode 61, the emergency podcast. And you know what? You need another one because I didn't give you one last week. So here's what you get. Here's what we have. Yesterday, I did a eulogy for Andrew Hoare, and I said that he looked like a dehydrated mango, squashed watermelon, tangerine with worms in it. Well, I don't know. Whatever I said, I don't. Maybe I said all three. Maybe I only said one. I only uploaded a clip of me saying one, but I thought all three. I loved Andrew. I liked him very, very much. And in my culture, with the friends that I have, there's a lot of making fun of each other. And I know that that might not be the culture in TikTok. And that is where people are upset in a fake, weird community with a bunch of nerds in it that get upset when someone doesn't have the same opinion as them. Here's the deal. I am sorry for your loss. I understand that it's hard to lose someone, especially someone that we all liked. We all had various degrees of relationship with this person. I liked him for his content and for the DMs that we shared, the very few DMs we shared. I'm not going to act like he's my best friend. He was not my best friend. But I had nothing against him. I had zero against him. I had no critique of anything he ever did. I liked all the things he did. He filled my days with joy. He filled my days with joy. I loved having him around, and I am sorry that he's gone. People are trying to tell me that the family's like, take it down. I'm not fucking taking it down. I don't care. The family is allowed to grieve how they grieve, and I'm allowed to grieve how I grieve. Don't fucking ever tell me to take something down. This is not going to happen. What are you going to, here's my question. What are you going to do about it? There's nothing that anybody can do. I didn't say fuck Andrew Hoare. I hate him. I didn't say he's a pedophile. I didn't say that he gave Diddy the bottles of baby oil. I didn't say it. All I said was that he looked like a dehydrated mango. And then I went on to say that he was such an equalitist, that's not even a word. He was just all about not gatekeeping and keeping the place neutral for everybody to come in at whatever level of horror historian that they were. And even if they weren't a historian, that he treated everybody with kindness and grace. And I love that about him. Like, we're all on the same page. You just want someone to not like. You want someone to do something different so that you cannot like it. And whatever. It is what it is. It was just supposed to be a clip from my podcast, and then I was going to watch Butterfly Kisses and post a review like a couple hours later. But I spent all afternoon responding to comments, and I couldn't even post half the comments because TikTok was like, this violates our whatever regulations, and it wouldn't let me post them. There's like a bully TikTok's got this like bully thing or anti-bully thing in the comments for people now. And it's like when they say something, it won't even let you post their comment. It'll put it in like a folded folder, and then that folder needs review, and then you can only do so much. I don't know. I didn't post all the comments. There's too much. I'm not going to respond to 200 comments. It's not going to happen. But there's some up there that are against me. There's some up there that are for me. Like, I'm not just going to like have one side of an opinion and then not hear the other side. Like, I get it. You guys are upset because I told a joke about your friend that you didn't appreciate. And the parent, like, people are upset. I don't care. That's not my problem. Is taking responsibility for the things that I say. And I'm doing that. I'm not taking it down. I'm addressing it fully. I know what I said. I'm quoting it back to you verbatim. I'm doing my part. And there's nothing that anybody can do about it. Just unfollow me if you don't like that, and then we won't have this issue again, and I won't ever say something that you don't like. And then it is what it is, and we can all go back to doing what we do, and that's just create content for other people. I was just posting a clip from my podcast when I was doing a eulogy for my friend because I got emotional. You can kind of tell there's a lot of like pauses in that episode. You could definitely tell there's a difference between this episode and the episode I posted yesterday. Oh, wait. Is there a fucking... Damn it. Maybe I do want tomorrow off. Sorry. The only notifications I have on my phone are when my work texts me and they're like, does anybody want tomorrow off? And your boy might need it. This is just polar seltzer water for anybody who thinks I may be under the influence. I'm not. My eyes, I was born like this. I can't see out of one of them. It is what it is. But I loved Andrew as as much as I'm allowed to love him, because I'm not going to sit here and act like he was my best friend, right? Because he was not. and we only spoke what, like 10, 11 times, and that's including through comments. So like that's probably not that many times, but I've seen him upload tons of videos about like him having a or a Freddy Krueger glove in the shower, and like him talking about his penis on his videos, like not deliberately, but like subvertly talking about his penis and like in nuancedness. Sorry, this is all impromptu. There's no script. So there's never a script to this, but I usually have bullet points where I'm like, okay, cool. Andrew Horror. Andrew Horror looks like a tangerine. Andrew Horror's penis. Like those are usually things that I have in front of me, but I don't. I just have the amount of annoyance that I've had to deal with today. I get that people are upset. There's no part of me that doesn't understand that. And you, if somebody that I like dies, you can 100% tell a joke about it. It's fair play. But I don't get to tell you how you move through your grief. I don't get to tell you. Some people like they overeat. Some people they fucking do drugs. Some people they have sex with people. That's like pretty common. The like eroticism, not eroticism, but maybe it's like the loneliness of losing someone or whatever. And like it's very well known and depicted in films a lot. There's different ways that people, there's cycles of grief. There's like stages. So am I not allowed my stages of grief? Obviously, I'm approaching it with a grain of salt because how much grief could I have for a person that I've just, watched this content and never really like personalized with very many times, like 11 times. And I've given you all the same story. I've never claimed to know him, but for some reason, there's lots of people in the comments that are like, "Hey, you didn't know him. He would have hated this. And you're not his friend. You're not this." Like when someone dies or when someone passes away, why is it that everybody's so quick to be like they act like they're entitled to your grief and they're entitled to how you deal with it. They're entitled with how you talk about it. You've never heard a eulogy? Have you heard the eulogy of Joan Rivers? Joan Rivers is a known comedian, and when Howard Stern went up to do her eulogy, he told a joke about how dry Joan's vagina was. There's eulogies that have jokes in them. There's a lot, and I'm not saying that I didn't tell any jokes about Andrew's vagina. I would never speak about Andrew's vagina. I have no idea what it looks like. I don't know if it was like, I don't know. Maybe you're born with it, or maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. See, I can't be serious. It's impossible. Lots of people don't like my jokes, and that's fine. You don't have to, but I'm still going to try and make you laugh. I think the whole point of this is like, I want to make you laugh because I recognize that you're going through something profound. You've lost a friend. Someone's not here with this anymore. We want to move on. We want to get past this. So, is there anything really mean-spirited in trying to take someone that we love and sprinkle a little satire on him and then speak him up to all the great things that he did? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I'm not apologizing for anything. I'm not taking anything down. I cannot be bullied. There's no way. That doesn't matter. I don't care how big you are. I don't care who you are. There's no way to bully me on this planet. There's no way. So beyond that, what are you going to do? You can't do anything. Uh, there's people that have reached out to me in messages, and we've had respectful, kind conversations, and we've come to conclusions every single time during any kind of disagreement. But all these stitches and stuff like that from my content, like, why do I want to watch that all day? Like, I get it, you don't like the joke, but you're all taking it so personally, and like all this fake crying and shit is really weird. It's a weird phenomenon of what's going on. I don't understand. And I'm gonna release this like right now. This is gonna go up. I'm gonna finish Butterfly Kisses. I'm gonna post a video for that, and then a clip for this will go up tomorrow morning, and you guys will all see this. But it's not gonna be what you want. It's not gonna be the hello, Andrew's parents. I'm sorry that your kid melted like spaghettios. It looks like spaghettios now. Like I don't with the hot dogs in it. Oh, I saw that the other day at the store. Spaghettios with hot dogs in it is a crime, and you should be arrested for making that. But no, I'm not apologizing. What I will say is, though, I am profoundly empathetic of your loss, and I'm sorry that you lost someone. He was very important. He was a very nice person. He didn't like gatekeeping. I'm not going to tell the same eulogy that I already told, but everybody loved him. I loved him. He was a good person. I don't have, we are in agreement that he is a better person than a lot of us. and that he did not deserve that, and that I wish his family the absolute best. But to make my dumb joke the focal point of your entire day and to post stitches around it, and like some people are on like their 100th comment, like I don't really understand that. That kind of confuses me a little bit because you don't like what I did, right? You don't like what I did. You don't like the joke that I told, but some of the comments like, "Hey, go fuck yourself, kill yourself, blah 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 blah," and like those don't affect me at all. I don't care. I just delete them or like report you. I never respond back with that though. Every single person I've responded back to is like, "Hey, I'm so sorry for your loss. Like Andrew touched us both in different ways, and this is just my way of expressing like how he impacted my life." And I think that's very respectful. I've responded to everybody respectfully. Like you're not going to ever catch me slipping in the comments like saying something stupid. There's just no way. Because I am not going to disrespect any of you people. It's not going to happen. But I will tell you now here, you're kind of being cunts, like a little bit. I You're in this cycle of grief. I don't know what stage you're at, but there are stages for a reason, and you're all lashing out. You're all lashing out, and I think I don't know. I'm not gonna like go on a limb and be like everybody's gonna apologize to me after this because I've blocked all of you, but I just don't think that you're gonna look back on this fondly. There's people that I've agreed that have been like, "Yo, this is not in good taste," and I'm like, "Yeah, maybe not," but I had to tell a joke so I didn't cry during the eulogy. Like I was getting emotional talking about Andrew, and I had to say something. I had to address it somehow. I don't know what he would think of this now. Andrew would not be happy with all the people piling on for sure. Um, would Andrew like my joke? I said he looked like a dehydrated tangerine, or no, a dehydrated mango. I mean, Andrew was self-deprecating. He had a lot of jokes about himself, especially throughout like the metamorphosis of like the pancreatic cancer slowly transforming his body. And I know that was really dark and like shitty. Well, not shitty to say, it's descriptive. I mean, that's what happened. He was transformed and deeply affected physically by this disease, and he didn't deserve it. He deserved a lot better than what he got. But we were all here for him throughout the whole thing. We all liked his stuff. We all reposted his stuff. I was a fan. Everybody was a fan. We all donated to the stuff to get his parents all that medical bills taken care of and all that other shit. And so a joke negates all this. Would Andrew think that one joke negated all this? Because people trolled Andrew all the time. They trolled him a lot. They said weird things to him. They said they made fun of him in ways that he obviously didn't like. I didn't like. Nobody liked. So, but is there a difference between me and some mean commenter leaving a comment, not leaving a comment, but saying something in a joking way for Andrew and then going to honor him? Because I think there's something profoundly different. There's a severe line between the two. And for you to juxtapose them together and equate them is so gross. Andrew Hoare looks like a dehydrated mango before he died versus all the horrible things people would write to him. I've never written anything horrible to Andrew. I don't have anything bad to say about Andrew. I'm with every single person. I'm with the sisters listening. Like I'm with you. I see all the great things that you are all sad that are gone, but I'm not taking down anything. And I'm not delusional. I don't think that the whole family's listening to this. I'm not. Who am I? Who am I? All I'm saying is I apologize for nothing. But the fact that you are all dealing with profound loss, you have one of my condolences 1,000%. And I'm here for you guys. I'm here for every single person. I'm just, there's a difference between reaching out to me in a DM, which 20 people have done. And then there's a difference between, jumping on like a hate bandwagon. You think I'm being hateful? Have you seen what you're all doing? Have you seen all the comments? I can't even post them all. And I'm not complaining. I don't care what you guys have to say. I don't if if you're gonna tell me to kill myself like 1,000 different ways, like I don't care. Like I'm not gonna do it. It's fine. But here's what I will say. To the people that have reached out, a big, profound thank you. And to the person that got me to do this podcast in the first place, you know who you are. This is not what you thought it was going to be. I didn't know what I was going to do when I came on here, but I did want to explain that I loved him and that he deeply was impactful to my life just by existing, just by creating a narrative that I could walk into the horror community and not know much. Maybe because I've seen a ton of horror films, maybe 1,000, maybe. And I don't know who fucking acts in them. I don't know who the grip is. I don't know who did the soundtrack. And Andrew's always like, yo, you don't have to know any of that shit. You don't have to know old movies. You don't have to know new movies. You could walk in with the knowledge that you have and still be valuable. And that is why I loved him so much. That is what he gave me. He gave me a little bit of like, yo, man, like it's all right. Like we know that you're new here. You don't have to know anything. And I don't know. I think I appreciate what he stood for. And I don't think I understand what this is all about. I think there's a lot of hurt people out there that need a finger to point because it helps you through your grief. And if that's what this is, then that's fine. I hope that this helps you through your grief. It doesn't affect me at all. But I'm not sorry.